Hi guys, hello Mary, meet everybody, it's MicheleMarieDalene. We are going to be working on the camera settings today to bring this camera closer to normal. And you can see that the saturation that is a little strong. I think I am not going through the OBS right now because we're going to go through another program to tweak this camera setting. So you can dismiss this one. I'm on another one here. Okay, so we're going to go to the applications and we're going to go to the webcam adjustment tool in applications. There's a webcam tool that we're going to fire up. Webcam settings. And it's going to be a little pop-up that's going to show up over here in the corner. Make sure it shows up the right place. Okay, it's over there. Yeah, it's on that window. I'm going to slide over to this window so I can work on it. This one here. Now, I also have another one that is, yeah, this is the one from Apple. So I'm going to use this one here. So let me slide over to this window so you can see it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with the basics here. First of all, I'm wondering if there's something that's not right with it. So, okay, I want to adjust this. Saturation seems a little high. I don't know if it's going to let me unlock this or not. So, I got to go to advanced, I think. 60 hertz sounds fine. Preferences. Read only settings. Hide menu of our icon. Read only settings from the camera. I want to enable that. I want to see what it's doing. Right settings to webcam. I'm going to write to that. I'm going to adjust it. I don't think it's the camera. I don't think it's the camera itself. I think it's the dongle that's the problem. So let's see. I can save a new profile. Cancel. I don't want to save it. I want to see if I can adjust it. It's saying, sorry, you can't adjust this camera. Oh, so it's saying is this camera won't adjust it. All right, so we have to do it to the camera tool. So let me explain this here. On the cord of the camera, get out of here. Can I swing this monitor? All this stupid brackets on this thing. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna slide down to Michele. What? Well, let's just switch around. You keep knocking the power switch off. Okay. Use the other hand. Slide this monitor out so you can get your arm in there. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're going to. Unfortunately, these wires are very fiddly. So you're gonna go to texture adjust. I don't like to touch this because it's very sensitive. Sharpness, contrast, color, hue level. Let me just turn this down a little bit. That turns it up. I'm gonna turn it down. Not that much. I want to get a little color picture. 20. Let's go a little bit less than that. 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 41, 40. Okay, now your hair is not green. That's good. 37. Your hair still got a lot of green in it, though. It's definitely a lot of yellow. 30. 26. Yeah, that's closer to right. Now, I didn't use my vector scope. which is a tool on my dock, but I'm going to be going without the vector scope because I've got color management enabled in OBS as well, so that looks good. We can do the white balance in the red and the green, the blue, but we don't want to change that. Hue is fine. Green looks better. Return. And then we can save it. Okay, so now that's closer to normal. Let's see if our Trump hat looks like it should. This one. Oh, that's a good one to test it here. Much better. See, now the hat's red. It's not bleached. Okay, so now we got this figured out. Next thing to do is we have to do with OBS. So let's go to OBS now. Let's just on the other screen. I'm going to slide this over here. So we're done with QuickTime. We're going to go back over to the other problem. Oh, yes, by the way, since this camera's got automatic white balance adjustment and other settings, electronic compensation, and it's just the nature of this camera. But we shoot the same light all the time, so it doesn't change anything. So we can QuickTime. And I'm going to slide over here, OBS into this window. Okay. But we're going to be focusing on the camera now. So I'm going to go to the standard scene that I used to use. There you go. Now, the green screen is going to be wrong because the green screen colors are going to be completely different scale. So what we do is we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to go to the desk because it's under me at desk. So we're going to work on it from there. We're going to go to filter for video capture device. So I'm going to click on the right click. I'm going to go to filters. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to restore color correction to factory default. I'm going to hit yes. And the reason we're doing that is because you don't want to have color correction in there anymore because it's going to mess up everything. So I could just take this out here. I'm just going to delete it. Bye-bye, Felicia. Yep. You served me for a long time, my friend, but now I don't need you anymore. So now we're going to deal with the green screen. So we're going to take this green and we're just going to turn it up. My hair is kind of a weird color anyway. 413. I'm going to go individually. Turn it up just a tiny bit. I want to get rid of the splatter in the background. Let's see what happens if you go too far. You start to disappear. Okay, so now you're gonna just smoothing control. Okay. Now my hair's too much. I'm gonna turn this down some more. No, my hair is disappearing again. Blonde hair does not work well with this camera. Settings. Turn the smoothness down a bit. Okay, well, that's about as good as it's gonna get. So it just spill reduction controls a tiny bit. I'll try to turn it all the way up. That seems to work pretty well, but it turns the color down a lot. Just. Just this. Okay, you might want to adjust this. Okay, that's better. Smoothness. The problem is they turn the green down so much that you can't really get a good lock on the green anymore. So let's turn that green up a little bit. So to do that, I'm going to go back into the controls, like Lemmy said. I'm going to go back in there. And I'm going to turn the green up just a little bit. Not too much, though, because if you turn it up too much, it's going to look awful. So you're going to go back into the camera. You can set the white balance manually. If you know your camera's not going to change, which does make sense. Looks fine there, manual. I'm going to leave that alone perfectly manual. That's great there. Picture adjust. I'm going to increase the color just a tiny bit. $28 sounds conservative. Yeah, I think 28 works. Okay, 28 looks good. Okay, so we turned it to manual color adjustment. I know it's going to say, Michelle, you're red again. I know. But let's get this green screen fixed first, and then we'll deal with the slightly red. See, I need to turn that up just a bit, because otherwise it's not going to work, okay? 462. That looks good. If you're not sure, you can always hit defaults and see what the defaults do. And the defaults look actually pretty good right now. They look very good now. Of course, now my skin's a little too reddy. Which I guess is okay. We can fix that. Your hat looks like your hat now. Okay, so it looks good. I don't think I need to adjust that. Leave it at factory right now. That's pretty close to what I want. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in the filters. Actually, it looks, at least you look like a normal, healthy person now. So that's cool. So I'm going to go in the filters. And I'm going to add back in the color correction filter. So I'm going to add color correction back in. And hit OK. And the saturation is so close. Yeah, it looks pretty good right now. It does. Yeah, it looks really not bad. I wouldn't change any more than that. If you want to see what happens if you set it too low, you can turn yourself into a black one here. Can turn yourself into a really red-headed, super red Native American. Okay, so that's... I think 8 is a little bit low, but... If you're not sure, yes. Okay, let's say back to the... I mentioned the vector scope. Okay, let me just in the docs. So you're going to go to docs. And it's a plugin, which is... I don't know, it's in tools. Oh, it's in tools? Yeah, it's in tools. Yeah, you want to do have the scope. new scope dock, okay? So I'm going to do the program. Okay, so now it's just going to be kind of hard to explain how this works because a vector scope is not something you normally work with. But what I can see right now is, I'm going to show this to you. Oh, I know how. So let me switch just to another camera view so you can see the vector scope. You can see how we adjust it. Okay, so I go to scene 6. Also, it's way I could sort this thing out. Oh, here it is. Okay, so here's the vector scope here in the corner here. Now, I wonder if I can bring this scope out big enough so I can show it to you better, because this is really hard to see. It's because it's so small. So let's see. Can I pop this out? No, it's his own plugin. No, it's not. No. Alright, well, anyway. So, how do you test it with the scope? You can see they got a lot of red there. Okay? So, what we're going to do, we're going to go grab a piece of white paper. We're going to set. Now, normally you'd use a 75% gray card, but I don't have one. So, we'll just have to use a piece of office paper. You don't only need more than a sheet. Okay. And the vector scope shows it's pretty close to center. So it probably doesn't need any adjustment at all. Just need to tweak the vector to grayscale just the tiniest bit. Okay, so that's good. So the vector scope says we are in calibration on the camera side. So, well, we still got a ready face. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on this camera on this side. Again, I'll show you in case your head is set wrong so you can see it. You can see, well, you got to make sure it's right on. One thing is just showing the other program, so it's not going to look the same. Okay, just no, I tested it with the, on the right camera mode and it was fine. So now what I'm going to do, and I still think I'm a little bit too red. I'm going to still go back into Media Desk again. I'm going to go to Video Capture Device. I'm going to click on Filters. And the red isn't too bad now. I'm going to just turn it down just the tiniest bit. And color correction. But you gotta be careful, because if you turn the saturation down too much, it's gonna undo everything. Okay, so we're gonna turn it down. Now this is filters coming after the chroma key. Does that matter about which order these keys are? Answers yes, it does. Okay, because it is in order, chroma key is for chroma. So if I slid this up here, it changes the rule. Okay, now it's saying color corrections before chroma key. So I don't want to do that. Okay, because we want chroma key to be based on the camera's chroma key, not me. And as you can see, It looks pretty good. I wonder if I can show you the docs somehow. If I can add the doc into the screen on the screen program. Nah, probably not. I'll just close the program here. Switch back to the screen so you can see the final output. And you'll see that now my hair is not green anymore. I actually had to go into the program itself and tell the camera to listen up on the green because the green was set too high. The green screen was causing my hair to go green. My hair is still a mess anyway. Sorry, no computer camera can fix that. That's something a camera computer can do. Yeah, at least now it looks much better. Much better color on it. And so, it's much better picture and it looks better. And that's important. Because why would I have to turn up automatic exposure level control? Well, first of all, we're in the studio. That is got a consistent light source over here. It doesn't change. It doesn't matter if it's daytime or nighttime. It rarely ever changes. So to avoid problems, you need to set the camera accordingly. I'm still seeing some glitching now. Is that the computer or is that the weather or something? I don't know. Good question. That definitely is better than it was. So why did the other camera die? I don't know. We gotta redo these ears because the glue is kind of not staying in place. So I'll take care of that. So for right now, definitely seems like the camera's picking up glitches from something. Maybe the connections are loose. Yeah, it could be. Could be the power connector in the back. I've seen this problem before with the other camera. Sometimes it's caused by the computer. Sometimes it's caused by the software. I think it's something like a loose connection. But we got step 1 done. Now let's do step 2 and 3. Make sure all the connections are tight and snug and make sure that they're all good. And definitely something in the other camera signal, so I'll work on that. But that's how we fix the color, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.